To Morning Coffee here on the Radio Vision Network, and we are excited to kick off another awesome week as we wind down the summer. It's been a fantastic one, but we're getting excited right now because I've got food on the brain, right? Not just food. I've got barbecue on the brain because summer isn't over yet. We're winding down, but we've got a few more weeks, right? But then after the summer ends, I've got the best barbecue place in the area. We're going to do barbecue all year long. It's going to be fantastic. I'd like to welcome Darren and Nina. They are the owners of Men in the Kitchen in Cinnaminson. Good morning, guys, and welcome to Morning Coffee.
Thank
Good
you.
morning.
Thank
Good
you.
morning.
Good to be here.
Yeah,
Good to be here, yeah.
so this is awesome, right? You guys opened up this great new barbecue place in April. So we're fairly new, right? But in such a short time, people are loving it, loving it. So let's talk about the growth just in 4 short months.
It's amazing. We're just so grateful that people are really liking the food, and that's what it's all about.
It is.
There's no place around that's doing the authentic barbecue, and people are loving it. And we're just happy. We're
Yeah,
happy.
it's nice. It's nice when you take a chance like that because you did, right? It was a really big risk to open your own place. Darren, you've worked in restaurants your whole life. You know what an undertaking that is. But you've done it in a really cool way. You brought your whole family in. This is a family place. Now, the name is Men in the Kitchen, but there are men, there are women, there are children. There is everybody in the kitchen because it is a family affair over there. Let's talk about all of the family members that you guys have involved.
Well, we have my sister who's a hostess. Actually, I have 2 sisters. Mimi Hardy, she's a hostess. We got 2 sauces right now. We have more than 2 sauces, but the reason why I'm saying this, we got the mild sauce and we got the kicked up sauce. My sister is the mild hostess, and we got the kicked up hostess.
All right, I get you now.
Yeah, so don't come in there with no games. So we fool around. My young son, Drew, 19, he makes the best mac and cheese. Oh, and by the way, he makes the best cornbread.
Oh,
Our
man.
cornbread got pineapple chunks in it.
Nice.
And sometimes we put cranberry chunks. We do a little thing different.
Right.
But and that's all he really do. And he can sit there, he's an artist, he draw. We need cornbread, he get up.
Nice.
Do the cornbread. We need mac and cheese, he get up, do the mac and cheese, and he go right back to what he's doing. So it's a family affair. We have another chef, it's like a cousin of ours. My father-in-law and them, they'll come down sometime and bust suds.
Nice.
So it's a big family.
It's great because, look, we know that we want to support family businesses in our community, and restaurants are such a great opportunity to do that because this is a family that has said, look, we have great food. We want to share with South Jersey and the Delaware Valley. We're going to take the risk, right? We're going to do all of the work. Now all we need is everybody to come in and give us a shot. Give us a try. Try us once. One of those type deals because you're capturing customers after one visit to the shop because the food is that good. So let's talk about the style. Let's talk about everybody's got a different style of barbecue, right? Let's talk about your style.
Well, it all starts with the rub with my husband. This is something that he's been working on for years. That's actually where the name came from. He would be in the kitchen cooking and messing with rubs and sauces and stuff. And I would say, look at the man in the kitchen, and it was great.
Yeah.
So all his friends would get together, and they would come up with different things, and that's actually where we got the name. So it starts with a good rub, slow cooking the meat, making sure that, it's infused with the best things, the garlics and the onion and all that kind of thing. And he gets so excited when, he's putting food together. It's like he's into it, focused,
It's a passion, and honestly, that's what's so special about it because if you don't have that passion and you go through the motions and you're constantly worried about your bottom line and all these things, you get lost in the translation of what you're trying to do. So Darren, tell me about the smoker setup in the back. I think I got to come over just to see that.
Yeah. The smoker.
He has a name for the smoker.
Listen, I call it Big Boy. She called it Bertha, Bessie, or something like that. I don't know what she call it. So, but the dimensions I don't know right off the top of my head, but I can tell you this. Just about 2 months ago, we had a catering job to do for a company behind us, and I had to smoke 24 racks. I can smoke 12 racks at a time on my smoker.
That's the size of a room.
Yeah, 12 racks.
12 racks at a time. Now, people, you got to understand, you're talking about a rack of ribs, about yay.
Spare ribs too. We don't do no baby backs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very tender. Oh man, how long do they smoke for?
About 2.5 to 3 hours.
So they're perfect. They fall off the bone and
The way the guy built, we got it built. All right, we got
custom made smoker.
Custom made smoker, and the way he built it, so it could bake and smoke at the same time.
Wow.
He still the heat in there, so it cut the cooking time down.
Is there like a fan in there or something?
No fan.
How do you? Because you've got to have different chambers in order to do that,
Smoke
right?
stacks and the
Yeah.
way it all depends on how much your heat you got going in, and that depends on your charcoal, your wood. He's crazy about his
Wow.
woods
Must
and
have
different
wood.
kinds of woods that you put in to get.
I'm
those
gonna come
flavors.
one day and I'm just gonna watch them because it sounds like an amazing
Yeah,
process.
it is,
Like,
it is.
and the care that you put into it, that's really like, it's really kind of cool to hear about because
Right.
I see a lot of guys that they try to do this stuff in their backyard and then
Yeah.
they look silly,
Yeah.
quite frankly, right? Because they don't know what they're doing. It's a
They're
process.
trying.
It's an art.
Yeah.
And they're trying. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You're so sweet. You're so sweet. They need to stop trying and come to your place is what they need to do. That's where I'm going with
We'll
that,
take
right?
that, we'll
Yes,
take
sir.
that.
We'll take it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, I'm seeing this huge smoker. It's like it's got to be the size of a room. Now, do you use different types of wood? Do you what you like the cherry wood, the apple wood? What?
Hickory or mesquite?
Hickory. I love the hickory.
Yeah.
Now the mesquite. I think the mesquite is probably the most popular, right?
Mhm.
Because everybody knows that mesquite barbecue
Right.
grill,
Mhm.
that smoky,
Mhm.
just flavor.
That's right.
But it's so amazing to me how the wood itself changes.
Yes.
It cooks differently with a
Exactly.
different wood because I'll be honest, I was that guy, right? I'm the guy that's been trying. I think the guy I was just talking about.
That's you.
Yeah, that was me. Right? So that's why I could talk about it.
Right.
But I've tried different woods and I've always been amazed like how different they cook. So
Exactly.
what do you prefer? What do you like?
Hickory.
You like the hickory.
I like the hickory. I
And
like
what-
the,
what
and
is that?
logs.
Is that a consistent burn? Is that why? Is it more?
Yep.
Is it easy
And
control?
It controls the heat. The heat, sometimes with charcoal, the heat will drop quickly.
Mhm.
But once you get that charcoal burning, then you just put the logs on, 2 logs maybe, put 2 logs on, and then just let it go, and it'll burn the logs, and the heat will stay consistent between 250 to 300,
Okay.
and just let it go. I come out there, I spray it down my little solution, check them, flip them over, look, and then I go right back inside, do what I got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is awesome because I don't have to ever try again.
Right?
Full disclosure, they're right around the corner from my house. Okay. So you guys need to know that. You guys need to know that. I think I may have a new spot here. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so this is so cool. It's Men in the Kitchen, and I urge you guys to check them out on Facebook. Right.
Yes.
There's so many great pictures. Great videos. You can really showcase the family, you showcase the food,
Right.
and it's awesome. So open up another tab up there on the top there of your internet browser, or if you're on your phone, open a new tab. Go to Facebook and search out Men in the Kitchen because you'll be able to see all this stuff. So guys, I got to take a quick break.
Okay.
We'll go to commercial and we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more. Sound good?
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good.
Perfect. So stick around. I'll be right back here on Morning Coffee on the Radio Vision Network.
Today's show is sponsored by Hargrove Demolition, your demolition experts. Hargrove is a family-owned and operated business right here in the southern New Jersey area, bringing you 45 years of demolition expertise. Hargrove has all your demolition needs, from emergency demolition service to demolition equipment rental. Hargrove is one of the state-approved recycling facilities right here in the southern New Jersey area. No job is too big or too small for Hargrove Demolition. Contact them today at one of their 3 locations.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
It If you haven't been to Speed Raceway, what are you waiting for? You want to live fast? You want to make every second count? Then grab the family. Round up the guys. Speed Raceway is 100,000 square feet of excitement, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. Speed Raceway is the place for endless fun all summer long. Log on to speedraceway.com or just get here now.
When we make Beyond Natural dry dog and cat foods, we start with real meat as the first ingredient. We leave out corn, wheat, and soy. And we own where our dry food is made. 100%. Can other brands say all that? For nutrition you can trust and your pet will enjoy. Does your food go beyond? Learn more at purinabeyond.com.
Extra Innings is the nation's premier indoor baseball and softball training center, featuring indoor batting cages, 7 multi-use tunnels, and training rooms. Extra Innings can provide professional instruction, private and group lessons, and the best year-round clinics. Along with a nationally recognized pro shop that features the latest and widest selection of equipment and apparel, our experienced staff can provide you with the right instruction and help you find the best equipment for your ability and budget. Extra Innings, where the game never ends.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Sub some sizzle. This is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Simply Gents, located in Marlton, New Jersey, takes care of all your grooming needs, including haircuts, straight razor shaves, massages, facial, manicures, pedicures, and waxing. To find more information or book an appointment, visit us online at www.simplygents.com. The secret weapon of a well-groomed man, Simply Gents.
If you haven't been to Speed Raceway, what are you waiting for? You want to live fast? You want to make every second count? Then grab the family. Round up the guys. Speed Raceway is 100,000 square feet of excitement, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. Speed Raceway is the place for endless fun all summer long. Log on to speedraceway.com or just get here now.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to make a really great sub, this is what we do. It's what we've been doing. It's what we've always done. It's what we'll always do. So what are you doing? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Today's show was brought to you by Alicia Kelly of White Horse RV Center in Williamstown, New Jersey. Alicia is your RV expert. Contact Alicia at alicia@whitehorserv.com or give her a call at 856-262-1717, extension 203. When you think of RV, think Alicia Kelly.
Today's show has been sponsored by Farmers Insurance in Voorhees, New Jersey. To protect your assets and the people you love, call Mike Skoranek, your local Farmers Insurance agent, at 856-336-2553.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the pulled pork. Wow. Amazing. How good did that look, right? We're back here on Morning Coffee. I am Mark Cook. This is the Radio Vision Network. And so we're talking to Darren and Nina from Men in the Kitchen. And Darren, and in full disclosure, Darren did put his gloves on. I told him to take them. I told him to take it off. But he made up these sandwiches. This is their pulled pork. Now, Nina wanted, listen, I don't know if I should bring this up or not, but we had a little bit of an issue. You know, Nina made sure to tell Darren that, look, you forgot the coleslaw. But we're not gonna let that get in our way, right? Because listen, I love coleslaw, but that's all right. I just have to come to the shop and try, right? So this is the pulled pork, and I was asking Darren a little bit about it because he opened up the container, and oh my gosh, it smelled so good. It looked good. It smelled good. So then I was watching him build the sandwiches, and I had to ask. I was like, so how do you do it? How do you make that pork? It's because it's pulled, but the pieces are still, they're big. It's not finely shredded, right? It's not like a shredded lettuce sometimes when you get it and it's all stringy and all that. Right. These are pieces. It's actual what pulled pork is supposed to look like. And you talked about your process a little bit. So you told me. Why don't you tell everybody, because it's pretty intense.
No problem. We I have it in the oven for about 10 hours first, and then for the next hour, I put it on the smoker, let it get some of that smoky flavor.
Yeah.
And then right off the smoker, I used to do it with my hands, burning my hands all up. But now I just do it with forks, right off the smoker, boom, boom, boom. And that's why it's not shredded.
Right.
That's why, because you want them to taste it.
Yeah.
You don't want the little itty bitty
That's
shred.
sometimes the problem with pulled pork is that it's so thin and it's so stringy. It's like, okay, well, it might have good flavor, but I need to taste the pieces of the pork, right? I need to have some consistency within the sandwich, because when it's real stringy and the pieces are too small, it's not the right experience, right? So what you're talking about now, the pulled pork, and the reason that we wanted to show the pulled pork sandwich is because the pulled pork is one of your top sellers, right? People come in from all over to get the pulled pork. Right. But you just explained why. It takes 12 hours to make the pulled pork. It's a labor of love. You do it almost every day. This is reason alone to come to Men in the Kitchen to try. But then you've got so much other stuff, and I want to keep talking about the ribs, because I saw a picture of the ribs, and look, ribs are ribs, right? How good can you make a rib look at a picture? But I was like, wow, these actually look perfect, right? You can see the color of the meat, it's consistent all the way through. I almost wanted to go in the picture and just shake the bone, because I was sure if I shook the bone that meat would just fall right off, and that's what you want in a good rib, right? Tender. And your process, and listen, I don't want to speak out of school, but I'm gonna let everybody know kind of what we talked about, because I think it's a really cool story. Now Darren is a chef, and he is a self-trained chef, and what he did was basically perfect all of your recipes on your own. And it was a trial and error process, and it was one of these things where you had a regular job and you would come home and you were looking for a way to outlet your stress, to decompress a little bit when you come home. A lot of guys do it in very poor ways, poor habits, and don't exercise their stress in a healthy way. So I'm saying this almost as a, hey guys, maybe this could be something for you too. You chose to go into the kitchen. You chose to cook. Rather than engage maybe in a negative conversation with your wife or your children, or turn to a vice that isn't necessarily going to solve any of your problems. It was that outlet of chopping, and it was that outlet of creating and cooking, to the point where your children started to film you while you were doing it. So I'm going to stop talking now, Darren. You tell me a little bit about how that process came about.
Well, sometimes you have bad days of work, and I come home. I go straight to, on my way home from work, I go straight to the supermarket, and I just grab something. I come in with bags. My wife, she be like, "Daddy had a bad day. He had a bad day, so we about to eat good."
Man in the kitchen.
Man in the kitchen. And she always said, "You're the man in the kitchen. You're the man in the kitchen." And so I even had my boys, when they was younger, videotape me like I had my own cooking show. yo, Dad, I gotta do this. Yeah, you doing it. You want to eat? Yeah, you doing it. And so we did that, and my wife, and mind you, this is 2004, 2005. My wife said, you should open up a restaurant. I said, man, we don't got no money for no restaurant. I said, we weren't even thinking about it.
Right.
But actually, that's where the name came from. It was, actually, it was man in the kitchen, but she changed it to men in the kitchen, because we'll have other
Yeah, you
people
brought your
in.
family in.
Yeah,
That's a really cool. It's a
Yeah.
really cool story, and I think it's nice that you had the confidence in them. That you were like, look, this, you need to share this. You need to kind of give this to the world, and everybody needs to appreciate it the way we do. I like it because you weren't selfish. You were like, yes, let's share this with everybody, because you had a little bit of a hidden gem right there in your own house.
Absolutely.
You could have kept it. You could have, kept it nice and tight and
Exactly.
quiet. But we're thankful that you decided to share it with the world. We did it again. I ran us into a break.
Nice.
That's how fast this goes, right? It's
Okay.
fun, I know, but everybody out there needs to give Men in the Kitchen a shot. They're right on Route 130 in Cinnaminson. They're really easy to find. I mean, the address is in the 9000s, right?
9003.
9003.
South Crescent Boulevard, Pensacola, New Jersey.
Boom. That's Route 130. It's so easy to find. Check them out on Facebook. Just search them out. Men in the Kitchen. It'll come up. It did when I searched it, because you're local. You got almost 1,000 likes, and well, let's push them to 1,000 likes. Go to their page and like it, and then go check them out. I was supposed to take a break like 2 minutes ago. We'll go to it right now. Okay? We're taking a break on Morning Coffee on the Radio Vision Network. We'll be right back.
Today's show is sponsored by Hargrove Demolition, your demolition experts. Hargrove is a family-owned and operated business right here in the southern New Jersey area, bringing you 45 years of demolition expertise. Hargrove has all your demolition needs, from emergency demolition service to demolition equipment rental. Hargrove is one of the state-approved recycling facilities right here in the southern New Jersey area. No job is too big or too small for Hargrove Demolition. Contact them today at one of their 3 locations.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
If you haven't been to Speed Raceway, what are you waiting for? You want to live fast? You want to make every second count? Then grab the family. Round up the guys. Speed Raceway is 100,000 square feet of excitement, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. Speed Raceway is the place for endless fun all summer long. Log on to speedraceway.com or just get here now.
When we make Beyond Natural dry dog and cat foods, we start with real meat as the first ingredient. We leave out corn, wheat, and soy. And we own where our dry food is made. 100%. Can other brands say all that? For nutrition you can trust and your pet will enjoy. Does your food go beyond? Learn more at PurinaBeyond.com.
Extra Innings is the nation's premier indoor baseball and softball training center, featuring indoor batting cages, 7 multi-use tunnels, and training rooms. Extra Innings can provide professional instruction, private and group lessons, and the best year-round clinics. Along with a nationally recognized pro shop that features the latest and widest selection of equipment and apparel, our experienced staff can provide you with the right instruction and help you find the best equipment for your ability and budget. Extra Innings, where the game never ends.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
So I just heard the craziest thing, right? that sandwich we just showed you is $5 all month long. Why didn't you guys tell me that before? I put him on the spot. I'm so sorry, guys. It's Darren and Nina. We're talking to Men in the Kitchen, guys. I'm like shocked because I said, yeah, this is morning coffee. I'm Mark Cook, yeah, all that stuff. So I was saying, like, I think we should mention that your food is affordable too, because a lot of times we talk about how good it is, and people are like, oh, well, is it more expensive or whatever? And you were like, no, that sandwich we're running all month for $5.
Right.
$5. It takes 12 hours to make that pork, and you're selling the sandwich with the coleslaw, by the way. Right? We needed to make a moment of that for $5. So really, what a great opportunity to go and try Men in the Kitchen and get a taste for what you guys do over there for $5. So much better than that chain sandwich that you can get for $5 or whatever.
Absolutely.
It's a lunch alternative. You're driving down Route 130 anyway, folks, right? I mean, it's the busiest road.
Yeah,
It's like the busiest road in the area. Stop in and grab one of these pulled pork sandwiches for $5. Guys, this has been so awesome. I'm so glad to meet you. I can't wait to come in and check out the place and all that. I'll be honest, I'm busy this week, but in the coming weeks, I'm going to get there and spend some time with you. But right now, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to look over into camera 3. This is my favorite part, and I use this stupid joke all the time. As our old football coach used to say, the time is yours.
Everyone, please come out. We would love to see you at our family restaurant, Men in the Kitchen, 9003 Crescent Boulevard, Pennsauken, New Jersey. Our phone number is 609-543-9003, and you can like us on Facebook, Men in the Kitchen, Kicked Up Sandwiches and Barbecue. And we have our famous barbecue sauces there. We have a mild sauce and a kicked up sauce. It's not really too spicy, but it gives a nice spice to that pulled pork sandwich. And we have some upcoming things coming. We have on Sunday, we'll be opening the first Sunday in September from 3 to 7. You know, you're entertaining your company for the football season and you don't want to cook, come on out. Let us do the cooking for you. We would love to see you.
That's right. And, I'm sorry.
Go for it, Darren.
By the way, if you can get us up to 1,000 likes, the 1,000th like is dinner on us. I mean, we're going to smash you with a great dinner. So
that's awesome.
The 1,000th like, I'm telling you, I'm watching. I'll be on Facebook all the time. I'm watching. So the 1,000th like, we're going to smash you with a great dinner. I'm not telling you what the dinner's going to be. I want you to come there and check it out.
Pulled pork,
all right?
of course, ribs, chicken.
It's going to be everything.
Oh,
Everything.
see now, I liked your page already. So I can't win. I can't win. No, it's all right. Folks, like the page. That's awesome. That's really a cool thing, because I can imagine the spread that you're going to put out for that.
Smash 'em.
That's so cool. So I want to mention a couple quick things before I let you guys go, and thank you so much for coming in. And I'm so glad to learn about your place. But football season is coming, right? Football season, it's right around the corner. What better way to spend your tailgate or entertaining for the game than with some awesome barbecue? It's as simple as that. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. I want to thank Darren and Nina Hardison from Men in the Kitchen and Cinnaminson. Thank you again for coming in this morning.
Pleasure.
Been a pleasure.
This has been fantastic. We got to go to another break here on Morning Coffee. So thank you for watching and stick around. We'll be back.
Demolition experts. Hargrove is a family-owned and operated business right here in the southern New Jersey area, bringing you 45 years of demolition expertise. Hargrove has all your demolition needs, from emergency demolition service to demolition equipment rental. Hargrove is one of the state-approved recycling facilities right here in the southern New Jersey area. No job is too big or too small for Hargrove Demolition. Contact them today at one of their 3 locations.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. the way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
If you haven't been to Speed Raceway, what are you waiting for? You want to live fast? You want to make every second count? Then grab the family. Round up the guys. Speed Raceway is 100,000 square feet of excitement, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. Speed Raceway is the place for endless fun all summer long. Log on to speedraceway.com or just get here now.
When we make Beyond Natural dry dog and cat foods, we start with real meat as the first ingredient. We leave out corn, wheat, and soy. And we own where our dry food is made. 100%. Can other brands say all that? For nutrition you can trust and your pet will enjoy. Does your food go beyond? Learn more at purinabeyond.com.
Extra Innings is the nation's premier indoor baseball and softball training center, featuring indoor batting cages, 7 multi-use tunnels, and training rooms. Extra Innings can provide professional instruction, private and group lessons, and the best year-round clinics. Along with a nationally recognized pro shop that features the latest and widest selection of equipment and apparel, our experienced staff can provide you with the right instruction and help you find the best equipment for your ability and budget. Extra Innings, where the game never ends.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Sub some sizzle. This is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Simply Gents, located in Marlton, New Jersey, takes care of all your grooming needs, including haircuts, straight razor shaves, massages, facial, manicures, pedicures, and waxing. To find more information or book an appointment, visit us online at www.simplygents.com. The secret weapon of a well-groomed man, Simply Gents.
If you haven't been to Speed Raceway, what are you waiting for? You want to live fast? You want to make every second count? Then grab the family. Round up the guys. Speed Raceway is 100,000 square feet of excitement, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. Speed Raceway is the place for endless fun all summer long. Log on to speedraceway.com or just get here now.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to make a really great sub, this is what we do. It's what we've been doing. It's what we've always done. It's what we'll always do. So what are you doing? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Today's show was brought to you by Alicia Kelly of White Horse RV Center in Williamstown, New Jersey. Alicia is your RV expert. Contact Alicia at whitehorserv.com or give